and welcome back to my channel. I'm back this week with another video for you guys, but today we're gonna be reviewing the also controversial and infamous Tarte Shape Tape Hydrating Foundation. We're gonna be doing a wear test. We're gonna see how it applies on the skin, as well as talking about the launch of this foundation. But before you keep on watching, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and join the following family today. But without further ado, let's get into this review right here. So you guys, as I said before, this is a Tarte Shape Tape Hydrating Foundation. I got shade Light Sand, which is the 5th shade down, and it is still pretty fair. I do want to say that the shade range in this foundation, it is really poor. This only has 15 shades. That is not enough. They only have literally one deep shade, and at the same time they have around 6, 7, 8 light and fair shades. And the fact that this company Tarte already has a huge shade range in their concealer, and they chose to neglect so many people in this launch by launching only 15 shades of the foundation is very disappointing, especially since I was looking forward to this launch for so long, and I was not the only one looking forward to this. There's so many people of so many skin tones looking forward to this launch, and so many people that weren't able to even get their shades in because Tarte decided to launch this before they were even finished with the shades. It is very disappointing, especially from such a huge company such as Tarte Cosmetics. Did really want to point that out, that it was very disappointing, and I hope they do better in the future. And I know that Ulta is currently not selling this foundation because of the unfairness of the launch and because of this controversy that I completely understand, and the fact that Ulta decided to pull out the foundation and not launch it until they have all the shades ready is so amazing. People shouldn't be neglected out of makeup launches or anything else because of their skin tone, and I feel like everybody should be included. And the fact that they only had 15 shades, that was not inclusive at all, and that was honestly disappointing. I just had to get that out there because I found this really unfair. So I'm just gonna read you guys the description that's on the website for this product. So it says that this is hypoallergenic, it wears for 12 hours, that is oil free, and it is dermatologist tested. It is a hypoallergenic luminous finish gel foundation featuring the same iconic buildable full coverage as Shape Tape concealer with an added boost of skin smoothing oil free hydration. So this is supposed to be very hydrating, oil free, but at the same time it is supposed to look very luminous and have extreme full coverage, and it is also supposed to be very buildable. So those are some bold claims. Again, this is $39, and the product overall has 1 ounce, so that is very standard. I feel like every foundation I have has 1 ounce of product. And now I'm just gonna show you guys a close-up of the packaging. So this is what the bottle looks like. It has a blue band because it is the hydrating one. This is what the top looks like. On the back it has a little quote and it says Tarte, and when I open it up it has the same applicator as Shape Tape concealer. It's literally the same applicator. I do like how the rim, when you open it up, is not messy. It catches the product that falls out of the wand, so you're not gonna have a mess of foundation everywhere, which is really nice. I do really like this packaging. It is frosted glass, so it does look very nice and it feels very heavy. Before getting to application, I do want to say I will also be reviewing their little brush. This is $28. It is literally just like an artiste brush. So yeah guys, let's get into the application of this product. So let's get into the demo part of this video. As I said before, this is a Tarte Shape Tape Hydrating Foundation, and I am wearing shade Light Sand. This is what the applicator looks like, and I already moisturized my skin, and now I'm just gonna prime. I'm gonna be using the Dr. Brant Pores No More. I've been using this for the past couple of weeks, and I am loving this primer. Just putting this on the T-zone. So I'm gonna be applying this foundation using their paddle brush. This is the Tarte Double Duty Beauty brush. It looks like this. It reminds me a lot of the artiste brushes. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab the applicator that is just like the Shape Tape concealer applicator, and I'm just gonna put this on my face. And I'm just gonna do 3 swipes here. Gonna turn it around, doing 3 swipes here. I'm gonna dunk in again, and I'm gonna put a little more on this side. The chin. So this shade is a little too light for me. You know, I was so disappointed that this was too light. But yeah, let's get to blending this. I'm just gonna go in circular motions. First impressions, I do like the coverage of this foundation. And I feel like this brush makes the application super quick. That was literally 30 seconds and this whole thing is already done. I'm gonna drag it down the neck. I'm gonna leave my nose like this since I do like to do my nose with a beauty blender. The foundation looks very natural. This is the hydrating one, and what I like is that it does not look oily. I'm just gonna go into my nose with the beauty blender since I cannot do my nose with a brush so big. So what this is that it is buildable. So I'm gonna build it up, but before building it up, I do want to say this looks very flawless. It looks like my skin. It does not look cakey. Again, I know it is a little bit too light for my skin tone, but if you disregard the shade of this foundation, it does look very good. It looks very natural. It looks like this is my actual skin, and my nose usually gets a little more oily than the rest of my face, but the rest of my face is very dry, so that is why I went for the hydrating foundation. So I'm just gonna go in again. This is kind of like my third pump. I know these are not pumps. This is a doe foot, but I've already done thin twice, and this is my third time to build it up. Since this does say that it is very buildable, I do want to test that claim. I'm just gonna go here again on the nose. Not too much on the forehead because I don't need that much foundation on the forehead, but I do feel like I missed the temples last time, so I'm gonna put a little bit on the temples. Fourth time going in. Something I don't like about this applicator is that I feel like it runs out of product so quickly. Like it doesn't grab onto the product like I would like it to. Going back in with the Tarte brush. I really like how quick this brush is. This is the first paddle brush like that has this shape that I ever used, and I love this brush so much. Okay guys, so again, I always do the nose with a beauty blender because I feel like the brush just takes the product away and makes it really streaky on the nose. And this is just any brush I ever use does that, so. I do like how it built up. It built up very nicely. However, I didn't find that it added too much coverage. Like when I built it up especially like on this red spots like on the side of my nose, and I can still kind of see them. I do find that this foundation evened out my skin tone very well. It looks very cohesive. So far I'm liking it. It looks very natural. As I said before, it built up very nicely, so that claim that they say that it builds up nice, it's completely true. It does build up. So now I'm just gonna conceal using Tarte Shape Tape in the shade Light Neutral. I just find it disappointing that Tarte has so many shades of this concealer, and when they drop the foundation, it literally only has 12 shades. Like, what were you thinking? Like, I don't know. It's just, why would you do that? If you had an amazing shade range of concealers, why would you step back from that with the foundation, knowing that so many people were expecting this foundation to be such a big hit, and so many people of color and people of darker complexions love Shape Tape concealer, and the fact that you didn't have a foundation for them to use with the concealer and only have for fair shades, it's a mind-blowing to me. Like, why would you do that? I know they're adding more shades, but the fact that you neglected so many people from getting this collection is just, I think that shouldn't happen. I feel like everybody should be included, whether you're black or white or Latino or whatever you are. I feel like if you have any skin tone, you should be included in this, because even with their concealers, everybody's using this. Like, this is the most popular concealer of all time. And the fact that you neglected so many people from getting the foundation is just, that upset me a lot. So, but yeah, the only thing I'm not liking about this is the shade range, and I'm blending this with my beauty blender because I don't like blending concealer with the paddle brush. I feel like it makes it look a little cakey if I don't take away the excess. But like, oh yeah, we're gonna add 10 more shades, but that was like an afterthought. Like, I feel like all of the shades should have been ready before you even launched the product. If you're not done making the product, why would you launch it? So yeah guys, overall, this concealer did build on top of the foundation very nicely. As you can tell, it did blend way easier into this foundation than any other foundation. And it does say that the foundation is supposed to have the same amount of coverage than the concealer, and it's just supposed to be a little more hydrating. I really don't agree with that. I feel like the concealer does have a lot more coverage, but again, the concealer is supposed to have more coverage. It does look very nice on my skin. It does look very cohesive. It's just a little too light, and I didn't get the next shade down because it was so orange, and my skin tone, my undertone is not orange. I'm just setting my face with some MAC times PatrickStarr. So yeah guys, this is the foundation set and done. Yeah, it looks very nice. It looks very flawless. It looks like my skin. Again, the PatrickStarr powder is a little more mattifying, so it doesn't look as dewy anymore, but I can still see that glow coming through. So it's not like you're gonna be completely matte if you pair this foundation with the PatrickStarr powder. If you have that powder, this is what the foundation looks like. I'm gonna go ahead and finish my lower lash line, the rest of my face, my lips, and I will be back to give you my very final first impressions on this product. Okay guys, so this is what my base looks like after doing contour, highlight, bronzing, and everything else. It does look pretty good. I was able to kind of change the tone of the foundation with some bronzing so it doesn't look as pale anymore. It actually matches my skin tone now. I have to say I'm really impressed by the fact that it doesn't look cakey at all whatsoever. It looks like my skin is actually like this. It looks very even. It looks very dewy but not oily. And yeah, so far it is looking very good. I do like it. Now I do have to say I did set my makeup using the L'Oreal Infallible setting spray. I use this setting spray with every other foundation I have, so this is not gonna change really my results, since every time I do a foundation wear test I always set my makeup with this. Right now it is 2:56 in the afternoon, almost 3 o'clock. I'm gonna be wearing this all throughout the afternoon, and I'll be back at the end of the day to show you guys how my foundation is looking like. But right now, shade range really bad. Foundation on my skin, it's doing great. But I'll be back at the end of the day, and I'll see you on a little bit. Well, hello guys, and I am back. It is now 11:14 at night, which means that I've been wearing this foundation for almost 9 hours. I have to say, it is so extremely oily. It is so annoying. Usually when my foundation gets this oily, I like to touch up. If I'm wearing a hydrating foundation, I will touch up every 4 hours or so, and the fact that I haven't touched up in 8 hours, it's making me look extremely oily, which I do not like. I guess that if you get the matte foundation, this problem wouldn't happen. However, what I did notice is that I started getting oily after the 4-hour mark. For the first 4 hours, I was not oily at all. My makeup looked flawless, and then after those 4 hours, I started getting very oily. And what I find disappointing about that is that this claims to be oil free and also claims to wear for 12 hours, and I'm already looking like this after 8 hours. This is what it is looking like. As you can tell, I'm very oily here on my T-zone. I can see my pores here and here, and it did cake up a little bit around my nose. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna touch up my makeup real quick because I cannot stand being on camera like this anymore. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna apply some more of the PatrickStarr powder. You know what I find so surprising about this being so oily is the fact that my skin is pretty dry, and the fact that it got oily on me with me having dry skin. Like, I cannot imagine if you have like normal skin, this would be an oil mess, or even if you have oily skin. Okay guys, so this is what it looks like after touching up. I have to say, after putting the extra powder, it looks brand new. So I'm just gonna zoom you guys back out, and I'm gonna give you guys my final thoughts. Okay guys, so my final thoughts on the product itself. It does look very nice on the skin. However, as you saw, I did have to touch up after 8 hours of wear, even though this claims to be wearable for 12 hours. I mean, now that it's touched up, I could literally wear this for 12 more hours, but I'm not going to because it's super late and I need to wake up early tomorrow. But yeah guys, as I was saying before, I really didn't like how this product launched, and that kind of bummed me out so much because I was so excited for this foundation. When I saw the sneak peeks at the beginning of the year, I was so excited, and I was hoping that they were gonna have a huge shade range. Yeah, I thought that they were gonna have like a foundation shade for every concealer shade they have. That would have been so amazing, but I hope that they learned from this. I hope that Tarte Cosmetics actually gets the shades they need out so that everybody can use them. So yeah, those were my final thoughts on this product. It is a good product. This is a hydrating one. Again, it did get kind of oily. I did have to touch up, but after touching up, it looks fine. And yeah, those are my final thoughts. I do want to give you guys my final thoughts on this brush. I really love love this brush. It is such a good foundation brush. I feel like it blends the foundation so effortlessly and so fast. And I have tried this brush with other foundations. I tried it with my Guerlain foundation and with my Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation, and it worked very well with both of those. So I really highly recommend this brush. The foundation, it's alright. I like the formula. I don't like the shade range. I didn't like the way it launched, so I'm probably not gonna repurchase it. That is it for this review. That is it for this demo and first impressions and my thoughts on this product. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel before you leave and like this video if you liked it. Let me know in the comments if there's anything else you would like me to review for you, because I love doing reviews. It's like my favorite kind of video to make: reviews, tutorials, and challenges, which is like the best things ever. So yeah guys, let me know if there's anything else you would like me to do. And yeah guys, I will see you on my next video. Bye guys.